going to become the best version of myself? That is the question you need to be asking yourselves, ladies and gents. Don't pack up, please, Paula. We've another 2 minutes to enjoy yet. So...
The thing about adults is they're desperate to convince us that there's some sort of finish line we should be aiming for.
Because, guys, so often in life, the things that we regret most aren't the things we do, but the things we don't do.
Mrs. Cripps has a tattoo of a strawberry on her left wrist, a souvenir of her time spent as a fruit picker in Australia after university.
You've got to be brave. Over half-term, you have got to...
I don't think that makes her ill-equipped to lecture us about regrets, but its faded appearance definitely suggests unsuccessful laser removal. I sometimes think teachers don't believe in half the stuff they try to sell us.
Oi! So this really is your opportunity.
Was it really Mrs. Cripps' plan to end up at this school, in this classroom, addressing us? A classroom of people so unbothered by anything, they elected a class president whose sole interest is making miniature fast food out of blue tack. The truth is, I'm still trying things on for size. Last year, for a while, I decided to become lactose intolerant. I've experimented with adapting my facial hair. I've cultivated a new movement of street performance without the council's approval. But I had to resolve that no vocation would ever last, and to avoid future disappointment, my best hope would be to do nothing.
Eli, where will you be completing your work experience this half-term?
I don't really know.
Okay, all right, you lot. Pack away. Have a nice half-term.
Well, I'm strutting down a long and dusty road, and I mutter about a heavy, wholesome load. You're in the gutter, but your dreams will turn to gold. Excuse my stutter, but I love to hold you. 'Cause God, I love you so, and I'm in the habit of taking it with me when I ship to the coast.
Your mother and I received a letter this morning, Eli, from your school, which thanked us for promptly confirming your work experience on Monday at the abattoir, where I am, apparently, employed. Which, considering our commitment to vegetarianism over the last 30 years, came as something of a surprise.
Look, Eli, I know we're not top on your list of people to spend time with, but you can't just opt out of everything.
I wasn't opting out. I was genuinely going to start ringing round some of the abattoirs in the area.
Right.
Or aquariums. I hadn't decided.
Your father has arranged some work experience with a friend of his at a local chocolate company.
Brian Ample of Ample Creations.
Mm-hmm.
The guy you stole Mum off.
That's not quite how it
It's all
was.
water under the bridge now.
I'm not working for him. What if he decides to commit an act of vengeance?
He's not going to do that, is he?
Well, the blood will be on your hands.
He's looking forward to seeing you on Monday, Eli.
Take this next door to Mr. Heritage, would you?
Marvellous. Maybe you could try this tomorrow. Go easy on the double cream.
Some people come to this world brand new. They marvel at sunsets and bird songs and babies. I don't know if there is a God, but I often think that these everyday tiny miracles must be somebody's cruel trick to distract us from the inevitable. I don't begrudge people their stupidity. I just wish that I could be fooled too.
Estimates this time.
Hello?
Delivery's in the yard.
Oh no, it's Eli.
Who?
Eli Bloom.
Who sent you?
I'm here for work experience.
What's our motto?
Tiny chocolates, ample joy.
The summer of '87, success was in the air. I divorced my third wife and patented a side project of mine, the fondue face bib. Brian Ample.
Eli Bloom.
I know you are. Let's walk. Times are hard in the confectionery industry, Eli. Dog eat dog. Don't want you having any delusions of grandeur.
Okay.
This is where the magic happens. Chef's HQ. We had to downsize after a poor turnover last year. Got the WI on the job. Being unconcerned with payment, as they're mostly senile, made sense to keep them on board. They're not the Oompa Loompas, but here we go. All right, girls. Not a clue. Your office. Small, I know, but I find the air quite mellow. I come here occasionally for some me time. Here are all the customers that have placed orders with us over the last year or so. You'll ring them up and ask if they want to place another.
Sure.
Now, don't be too pushy, but at the same time, don't take no for an answer.
Okay.
Well, any problems, Lisa from accounts will help you out. Lisa? 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 What are you up to today?
Doing a spreadsheet?
Never mix business with pleasure, Eli. Anyway, chop chop.
Hello, I'm calling from Ample Creations about an order you placed last June. Right, well, it might have been the June before that. I was wondering, would you like to place an order? We've got your name checked down on our list. No, have a nice day. Okay, bye. Hello, Ample Creation Chocolate Service here. I'm just...
Okay, yep, sorry to disturb you. A-M-P-L-E... Creation... C... Mm-hmm. And did your dog enjoy it? Hello?
Don't take this the wrong way, right? But you're really fucking this up.
Right.
Sorry, could you elaborate?
Don't say Ample Creations.
What?
People don't trust us. Say Chocolate Company or Cadbury's.
Not Cadbury's, that's definitely illegal.
And don't say Chocolate Service either. Makes us sound like a bunch of sexual deviants.
Okay. Oh, sorry, I didn't think anyone... I'm calling from a reputable chocolate company. You recently placed an order with us.
Sorry, I don't think that was...
We wondered if you'd like to place another order, Mrs. Evans.
Oh, my husband is Robert Evans. I didn't take his name when we got married. What was the order for?
There was the deluxe love heart on the 16th of last month.
And the cherry chocolate roses a fortnight before that.
Okay.
Perhaps you'd like to purchase him a personalised gift in return. With, say, a message. My dearest Robert, thinking of you always, Sylvia.
From who?
Sylvia.
My name's Harriet.
Fuck!
Harriet, it's Eli from the chocolate company. We spoke earlier. Just ringing to apologise. I'm new to this work experience. I've confused myself, but the names of the list wrong. I'm basically incompetent. Please accept these champagne truffles. They probably taste terrible, but hey, they're on the house.
It was a mistake, Harriet.
A mistake, was it? My year sevens make mistakes. Come on, boys. Let's go inside.
You're being stupid, Harriet.
I'm stupid. You've never been
Mrs.
so
Cripps.
stupid. Come on, sweetheart. Let's leave Daddy to it.
There you go. Tough day at the office. Well, at least you don't have to clean gold paint off your bits every night. 12 hours a day she's out there. 7 days a week. Rain or shine. She's beautiful, isn't she? No one even looks at her.
Well, brick by brick, I'll build you up till you can see the sky. Far beyond the garden's hedge, there lies a land of endless mystery. And step by step, I'll lead you out so you can drink the air. The sweetest thing you ever tasted, testing all your senses till they tear. And we'll grow brick by brick. this year. Bless him, he's obsessed. I'm more of a Mary Berry man myself. A paper cup of promises, a tonic that I temper with my gin. Fin by fin we'll swim away and tell them all our tale of how we conquered hurricanes and rode upon a cursed killer whale. 'Cause we'll grow.
Finished making the phone calls.
Have you now?
I thought I could, get some more experience. Get to know other departments. So that one day I might be able to become the boss of my own company. Like you.
Right, ladies. Ladies! This is Eli Bloom. He's going to be giving you a hand today. And I know you're all going to make him feel very welcome. Good luck. That's very edible. Quite the afternoon you've had.
Oh, sorry. We had fun.
You remind me of myself at your age. Tenacious, ambitious, poorly proportioned features at this stage, but I dare say you'll grow into them. I did.
Thank you.
Oh, I completely forgot to ask about your father earlier. How is Isaac?
Yeah, he's fine. Still teaching at the catering college, so.
Good. And Sue?
Yeah. She says hi.
Oh.
Actually, I've got to get home. I was just checking that the latest batches have set, and they have. So I'll be off. See you
you tomorrow.
See ya.
Bye.
Human connections hang by the flimsiest threads of probability. The letters that should have drawn a response.
Dear Mr. Heritage, a little gift from me to you. All the best. Delia Smith.
The words that should have been said.
Dear Lisa, please let me spread this all over your flawless body. Brian.
The glance that might have been shared.
You brighten my day. Look up, Steph.
I've never been in love, but if I were, I would approach it with the most delicate tentativeness. Like a butterfly catcher who takes a net to a rare species, ready to pin down these tiny probabilities into certainty.
Scripts.
Oh, Eli. Sending the chocolates wasn't even the half of it, turns out. Dinners, hotels, some sort of bender in Amsterdam. The furthest he ever took us was Wadebridge.
I know this is going to sound really insubstantial, but I'm really sorry for the way you found out.
I think I half knew, actually.
Oh.
Maybe. I don't know. I can't remember not knowing now that...
For what it's worth, I think your husband was mad to, you know... You're a very attractive woman. For your age. I mean, you could tell you take care of yourself.
Thanks.
You're welcome.
No, I don't want anyone knowing about this at school, Eli. The gossip. People whispering in assemblies. I don't think I could bear that.
Okay. Of course. And if there's any way I can help...
Actually, there is something. I think I'd quite like to hit you.
Right. Okay. I mean, should we do it here? It's a bit exposed, and technically I'm still a child, and you're a teacher. I don't want you to be arrested or anything.
No, it's fine.
Okay.
Just close your eyes.
Sure.
It'll hurt less if you're not so tense.
Right.
Right, yes, and he just put them in the rucksack, did he? Right. Thank you.
It was hardly anything. 4 boxes worth.
I know how many boxes, Bloom. I've got you on CCTV. I don't care how many boxes. I care about honesty. I care about not being undermined by a gawky upstart who thinks he's on MasterChef.
I've actually never seen MasterChef.
No, it's...
No. I was just trying to put things right.
Put what right?
I found Jaleesa's scrapbook.
That is a private document.
I understand that your anger is probably compounded by the resentment you still bear towards my parents. Specifically my father. But for what it's worth, I don't think you and my mum would have been at all well matched. She's essentially a pacifist and you seem quite confrontational.
Come in! Oh, Lisa.
Brian?
What are you, Oh. Well, I'll just wrap this up and I'll be right with you.
Does this mean I'm not fired?
You are very much still fired.
In English, we've been studying a book about an alcoholic Mexican priest. An outlaw, he flees from the police and his own conscience, trying his best to minister to the destitute and needy wherever he can, all the while haunted by his diabolical past. When the law finally catches up with him, the priest knows he faces death, but on the evening before his execution, he finds the strength and humility to forgive not just those who have wronged him, but also himself. I'm not sure I can identify with that.
Settle down, back to your seats. Very good. So, work experience essays. As ever, these were varying degrees of completely terrible. Paula, yeah, I appreciate that you only made tea for a week, but I cannot believe that you didn't learn anything at all. Yeah, that could have been better. Ben, good work, B+. Very good. C.
I don't know whether I believe in coming of age.
F. Yeah, you should probably see me after.
I don't know if people do grow up.
Very nice. Amanda, a surprising D. Better next time.
There are some mistakes that can't be put right.
But the worst of the lot, featuring the most spectacular abuse of the semicolon, Eli. All right, calm down. So, open your books to a brand
Fuck off.
You could write this in your books. And write this as your title. And can anyone tell me the definition of poetic justice? Yep.
Well, I'm strutting down a long and dusty road, and I mutter about a heavy, wholesome load. You You're in the gutter, but your dreams will turn to gold. Excuse my stutter, but I love to hold you. 'Cause God, I love your soul, and I'm in the habit of taking it with me when I ship to the coast. I'm done with denial, I'm tired of the trials of love. I turn to lust, well, given the chances, I'll save all my dances for you. We'll kick up the dust. It's an easy ride to the coast. Well, now you're water, but you're bound to turn to wine as it gets hotter and our grapes ferment. You'll find, well, I don't flutter, but I bet that it's a sign. You're another, though it's not a conscious cry. And God, I love your soul, and I'm in the habit of taking it with me.
Good morning. I just called to say that today my baby's all grown up. Actually, you've been prepping to be grown up forever. You know what they say, life can be such a ride. Yours should be a smooth one.